Hello everybody, welcome back. It is me, the gamer from the slaughter, the great mortal, and we return for Besto Fundo Yuri. Now apparently this game was compatible with the controller when I booted it up, but I don't think the controls for it are complete. I don't think you can play this game with a controller, can you? Or just DualShock? Come on, developers! Don't leave out DualShock! Come on, DualShock controller users, back me up. But then we got people who make configurations and never mind, whatever. So okay, here we go. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant, about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Which is one of the main reasons why I love going to the library. It's not because, I don't know, it's just comforting reading in the library. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book. It's it. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you're really apologizing a lot, don't you? Dang it, screwed that line up. But you really do apologize a lot. I do? You do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... It's fine. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy, and once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, but instead I use my right hand to open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri turns her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. And that way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips onto her side. Teamwork reading, team reading. But in holding it like this, I got even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? I still refuse to say that. Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Well, in reality, I actually read quite a bit. I love reading. I just gotta get more into reading my own books. That I keep at home, as much as I read the books in the library. I think I'm finding more time to get back into that habit. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me. So I turn at my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as it catches under her thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. And she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of, well, some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But... dark dream. Please don't die. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have a lot of time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Come on, Monica. What are you doing? Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you have been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of her thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Only got a proper lamp to do that with. Would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read, with you after it picks up a bit, That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. But then I'm lying, I wrote poems before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Ooh, I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I think Beso del Friendo, of course, goes first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. And I guess that. Trust her opinion to be fair. Huh? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! Whoa! What was that? I just really hate that now. It's so cliche in anime. And in anime-inspired stuff. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole entire face. He's He's going to hate me? You really didn't do anything wrong, Goody. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Goody takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Not a lot, but I have experience. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. But I'm still lying. I mean, I am a dark dream. I'm meant to scare and confuse you. Huh? Goody stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Oh, I know that! I just meant, Goody trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Really? I think I've done that before. I know someone else that does that too. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Judy finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Interesting. Interesting. Stuff to think about. Never thought of that. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Yeah, I really need to think about that, after this video and stuff. I don't know, I just find that very interesting and fascinating piece of thought. Well, I'll devour it later. I definitely don't mind food for thought. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all it takes is practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Cool writing advice! I really like this. I'm liking this a lot. You're the best little friendle. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Excuse me. Ghost under the light. Excuse me. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's beautiful! Like, what? I wasn't thinking about that at all. Like, seriously, it's beautiful. That's a pretty nice cursive. And it's legible. But it took you a long time to read it. What? What? Well, I like to really read and analyze what I'm reading. I mean, come on. Not everybody's a speed reader. Even I can be a speed reader sometimes. I like to sit and enjoy my work, Beauty. Reading should be something that can be enjoyed, you know? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Like, seriously. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Like, I honestly want to take a minute to really think about the meaning behind the poem, because I actually think it has, you know, a very interesting meaning behind it. But I think we'll go through that together. Good old Beso Fundo here. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Duty? Cause then we're definitely gonna be great Beso Fuendos. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dark Dream. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I mean, I think I get it. I mean, I honestly get it. Like, I think I really get it, actually. I mean, I can see I know about how ghosts can be a metaphor. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. You said it was taking a while to read it! But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Usually do more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. Well, they do more than to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Actually, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like 80% at least. That's close enough though. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah, I just put a bunch of words together. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. That's seriously, I probably could. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I want to keep doing my best for you, Dark Dream. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki! Huh? Dark Dream, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home! What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? No, not really. Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not. I am lying here. I am a writer. But that's none of your business, especially how long I've been one. It's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort into it. Some effort. I'll start somewhere, right? You're still so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, and I'd like to read it. See? Painful to think about, huh? Fine. Well, sorry. I need you to kiss my feet now. Bow down and kiss my feet. I need more than that for you to get my forgiveness. And then slam your face into some cake. Then say you're sorry. And then I will forgive you. You get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Let me see. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. You're right. This is stupid. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I am lying. I actually do not like it, but I'm gonna tell you that I like it. Because I'm apparently going to spare your feelings. But lies make everybody happy. Don't they, my dear audience? What? Just be honest. No, I'm not gonna be honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because you're actually right. I don't like it. Well, but I'm gonna tell you that I do anyway. But why are you so convinced? You're actually on the mark. Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Wait, I think I got it now! Oh! Oh, now I think I get the meaning of the poem. It's actually quite deep. Even inspiring. Like seriously, I think I actually get the context of the poem now. It's very simple, but dude, interesting. Huh. Well, you are right, Natsuki. I have underestimated you, and I apologize. Either I'm being crazy, but honestly, I think I really do get it. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I get it. I see what you mean. It makes me understand it even more now. Now I think I really understand it. Yeah. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Like, I'm seriously saying that. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I think I did. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, right? Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is. If Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Unless it gets too much. Sayori? Come on. This is a good poem, Dark Dream. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course not. It's not that good, though. I am the kind of guy who would be writing... am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Actually, no, I don't really even do that. But even though I do actually like writing poems, though. I guess you're right. But that's why you impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write it at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Dark Dream. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. No. I'm selfish. I'm a very, very selfish person. Trying new things like this for other people. I did this for myself. I did it for the cupcakes. That's something that only really good people do. Debatable. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Because she forced me here. How much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. I am a Dark Dream. What's fun to me is your screaming and suffering. And blood. Lots and lots of blood. And then seeing you and hearing you screaming and suffering over that blood. You should be scared of me. I'm a Dark Dream. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Oh boy. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. At least you're honest. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep before my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like it, actually. It's very, very cute. I really, really like it, actually. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? I mean, I honestly think it's a very cute way to describe rising up in the morning, though. No! It's just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. A little too unspecific. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that means I feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean! I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. True. I get all cranky. Same here, actually. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I actually don't really get that cranky when I'm hungry. But I get really cranky when I don't get a lot of sleep, though. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. The next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to that. Save you for next time. And alrighty, everybody. I'm going to see you next time. I hope to see you back in the slaughter. At which I will await your next visit. Goodbye.